Hey guys, it's Cobradvs here, and it's time for another trades video, trade or sale, whatever. I got a bunch of Genesis stuff. This time, some of it's pretty good. Some of it's, if somebody wants it, great. Um, but before I do that, I did get a package in the mail, and I actually did an unboxing, but um, but I figured just for one thing, I shouldn't really do an unboxing. I still have it on video. But it was a Virtual Boy game from Intellivision Dude, and it's Mario Tennis. And I tested out my Virtual Boy, and it doesn't work. So that's basically why I didn't do the video. Now, here's my situation. I can either get a new Virtual Boy, which will be a little costly, or I can try and get a new controller, and maybe the power in the controller is the problem, because that's where the power comes from, and that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do, because the acid in the battery pack on the controller, I think, is the problem. I hope it's the problem, so I don't know. Alright, anyways, a couple more pickups. Went to a garage sale. My buddy called me at like 8 o'clock and 8:30 in the morning. You got to get down here, whatever. The guy had some stuff set up, but it was kind of crappy. So he said, hey, you interested in some stuff like that? He said, yeah. So he took me down to his basement. He does Amazon stuff, eBay, he sells on eBay. I only picked up 2 games from him, Road Rash 1 and 2, complete in box with their manual. There's number 1. Then I picked up, and then here's number 2. Then I went ahead and he had this, and he said he hadn't tested it, so he didn't know if it worked. But I wasn't going to pass it up, and it was another Model 1 Sega CD. Now, for this, and the 2 games here were $20. That's okay, I guess. But this doesn't work. It does. I tested it. It doesn't even power on. Won't turn on. This one might be easily fixable if somebody does know how to fix this. It might just be like a blown fuse or something. I don't know. We'll see. I have the screws out because I imagine I'll be messing with it a little bit. But that is going to lead me... Oh, wait. Actually, I got one more game. It was... Oh, shit. At Goodwill, they had some NES games. I only got one. It was The Adventures of Bayou Billy. It's a Konami game, so I went ahead and got it. But anyway, I now have 2 of these that are broken. If somebody does want one, it is for sale. It's not going to be expensive because it is broken, but they are still rare and uncommon. So maybe I can make my money back at least somehow. Not all of it, but whatever. Just shoot me an offer if you're interested. So now it's a bunch of Genesis games and stuff like that. We'll start with the less wow factor stuff. But first, before we get into that, I do have these up for sale or trade. The Road Rash 1 and 2. I don't need them anymore because I have the complete box ones. Cartridges only. They both work. So I've cleaned them. Everything. Actually, and I have another Road Rash 2 that I bought in a lot off Craigslist. So I have 2 Road Rash 2s and the Road Rash 1. Great games. Alright, we'll do the EA games first. They're not all fighting games, or sports games. In fact, none of them are. The first one is Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego with a rip on the label. There's a stupid GameStop sticker on it. Next is F117 Night Storm. This one I might keep. I don't know. It's Theme Park. I kind of want to get this in box completed. So if somebody does want this, just let me know. But I might hang on to it. I'm not sure. Next, Subterranea for the Genesis with a rip on the label. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I hate this cartridge so much. I see too many. Next, this label's worn out pretty good. Warriors of Rome 2. It's like a real-time strategy game, I guess. Something like that. Next is a good one. Columns. I love this game. Good puzzle game. I have 2 Miss Pac-Mans. King Salmon with a label rip on there. Sonic Spinball. And Jurassic Park, that's been completely, like, ripped out. This one, like, I don't know how you even let that happen to a game. Okay, Here's an NES game. It's kind of boxed, I guess. It's hard to explain. It's a werewolf, and it doesn't have the manual or anything. It was a rental. That's why it's in this plastic box, I think. It's got a little rental sticker on here, and sticker there. But it is interesting that it's in a box like this. It's actually a clamshell. Like they cut the case and just put it in the clamshell. It's kind of interesting. I just don't put it out anymore. I was like, well, if somebody else wants it, maybe they'll like it more than I will. A couple of Genesis games that are kind of stupid. First one is A Dinosaur's Tale. This one has no manual, and the box has some tearing on it. Some up here too. The next one actually is complete. Barbie Supermodel. I don't play them, you know. Alright, now next is the better 3 good Genesis games and 1 pretty good N64 game. The first Genesis game is Sonic & Knuckles. It's missing the flap on the top, but and then these two I was pretty excited to have. Oh, and I didn't show my other pickup, did I? Well, I don't have it here, but I did a trade with Sick Cooper with that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles box and manual. Well, actually, my local game store had a cartridge of it, so I went ahead and picked up the cartridge, and then a Craigslist lady had another cartridge, so here's that cartridge. So I have this one up for sale or trade. The label has wear here, but other than that, it's fine, and it does play. I already played it. Next is another really good game, Contra Hardcore. It's got a label sticker right here and a slight tear. The end label's in great shape, though. That one, and then last but not least for the games is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. This one was filthy, and I cleaned it up. It looks alright. There's still some scratches on it. But it is the collector's edition that's gold and stuff. It does work as well. Yeah, I did test this one. That's right. So that's it for that. Also, don't forget about the Model 1 Sega CD if anybody's interested in one. I have 2, both of which are broken. I know his YouTube name on YouTube is like IVEPE and then some numbers, but he says like hackers or something in his video. I can't in his videos. I don't know if he has 2 names or something, but I know he has 2 Sega CDs, Model 1s that work. And I asked him about them, and he said he wants to keep one because it was the one he had as a kid, and then he got a complete in-box one, so he wants to keep that one too. And I completely understand that. But I did really want one of those. But it's no big deal. So that's it for the games and the Sega CD. And I'm thinking about getting rid of this. It's an in-box Atari trackball controller. I don't use it, and it doesn't really work. Now, it is new. There's a slight... That's not a rip. That's actually sticker residue, I believe. I'm not really sure. It doesn't work, but it is kind of like new. Like when I actually pulled this out, the sticker was still on the controller. The sticker that holds it in place. Looks like I've got all the inserts in here as well. Yup, it's got the manual, everything like that. But do remember that it does not work. But it does look pretty good. So if anybody is interested in that, I guess. Now keep in mind, I don't really have any prices on these, so just shoot me an offer on anything and we'll negotiate, of course. Also, I'm looking for I'll put like a want list again in the description box. Those are the games I'm looking for. So that'll be down there. If you have anything, maybe we can trade. And also, go through my collection videos or my updates or whatever, and, you know, if there's a game in there that you really want, you know, maybe I could sell it to you or trade it to you or something. Like, obviously, I won't sell my Moonwalker or my Splatterhouse 3, because those are pretty expensive games. But, you know, any odd end or anything, really, just shoot me an offer and or a message first, and if I might sell it, you never know. So, that's it for this trades and sales video. So, thanks for watching, guys.